We've hit the midway point of the season, and the top of the table has never been tighter. A crucial matchup in the Chesapeake Division between the Annapolis Blues and Virginia Beach United. We welcome you into Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Well, it's been a pretty stormy day in Annapolis. Brendan Hartlove alongside Eldon De Oliveira Santos, former Blues captain. And Eldon, we're not going to let it rain on our parade because it is getting to the business end of this season. We're going to take a look at the standings, and it is incredibly tight at the top. These two teams jockeying for position for playoffs.
Yeah, you can see how one game can change a lot. Last game we were in first place. With one loss, we not dropped to fourth place. We may be able to come back on the first place in a couple rounds, but this is a very good, important game for the Blues to go back on track and be on the winning side of the game.
I believe they call this a six-pointer. So coming up after this, we'll get you the starting 11s for both teams and kickoff here on NBC Sports Engine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Heather Nesty, Medical Director of Chesapeake Eye Care and Laser Center. As the official eye care provider and broadcast sponsor of the Annapolis Blues, we are pleased to give you the ability to see today's game. Chesapeake Eye Care is a multi-specialty eye care practice covering all your vision care needs, from LASIK to cataract surgery and even aesthetic services. We're conveniently located inside the Sajak Pavilion in Annapolis. Call 1-877-DOCTOR for 2020 to schedule your next eye care appointment. And let's go, Blues!
The Annapolis Blues are making waves. Luminous Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Blues this season. Together, we're teaming up to champion a healthier, stronger community. From injury prevention to recovery, our orthopedic specialists keep local athletes in the game. 2 local organizations, 1 winning team.
Back here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, our starting 11s are presented by YTech, seeking top computer engineering and cybersecurity professionals. Join us today at ytech.com/careers. So, Eldon, as we take a look at the starting lineup for Virginia Beach United, they have a lot of guys that played together in college at Virginia Wesleyan, and there's an element of familiarity that's really helpful for them.
Yeah, chemistry, no?
Yeah.
Chemistry, it's very important in soccer, and knowing what your teammate is thinking even before himself. So like, knowing how to play with each other, it's very important for the unity of the team. No?
Mind reading is what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
is an advantage. And then for the Annapolis Blues, a lot of familiar faces, but a couple changes in there as well in the attack. We see Jack Brown come in and start Max Vieira back kind of in that starting spot as well. Matthew Leonard's been on a great run of form.
Yeah, Leonard is being pleasant for our team, and you see consistently keeping the back three, with Helfrich, Ian Webb Johnson, and Kwameni, and repeating again the forwards as well, with Max Vieira, Ryan Bilal, and Leonard. So giving that consistency.
So we're going to look at our keys to the game presented by Adaptic Engineering, software development, system engineering, and cybersecurity solutions in support of the intelligence community. Check us out at goadaptic.com. Well, first for Annapolis, they got to bounce back, Elton.
Yeah, we have to. We have to bounce back. We need to get back on track and show our strength at home.
And then for Virginia Beach United, kind of just take a page out of the playbook of the two teams that have beaten Annapolis so far.
Yeah, if they watch the game, they should take some tips from those teams. Maintain the defensive shape is important to defend well on this field and capitalize their chances. Now, that can be a game of limited chances, and capitalizing then will be important for the Virginia team.
We are moments away from kickoff in a huge game in the Chesapeake Division. As we come on air, exciting news for Annapolis fans. The Annapolis Blues women's team has clinched a playoff spot in an 8-0 win over Charlottesville that just wrapped up a few moments ago. And they are the second team in all of the USLW League to clinch a playoff spot. So big things happening in Annapolis. The men are looking to continue on and try to cement their own playoff hopes. But still a lot of time left to play in this season. It's been an interesting weather day here in the DMV and in Annapolis, and it is currently raining pretty hard, but as you can also see, the sun is blinding. So make sense of that one. That is Maryland weather for you. They will play in the rain. We hope to stay clear of any storms. We have set sail in Naptown in this Chesapeake Division matchup between Annapolis and Virginia Beach United. Two teams that are vying for position at the top of the table. We talked about in our open, the standings at the top are incredibly close. Annapolis, as you mentioned in the open, Elton, they were top of the table going into Sunday's game, and then with that defeat, they did tumble down the standings just a little bit.
Yeah, the points per game, it makes that the first spot very interchangeable until everybody plays the same amount of games now. So important to get back on track and show the strength that we always had at home. I think that's a great challenge for the Blues today.
Virginia Beach United in possession. We're going to try to get something going offensively. Switch chased down by Tyler Cabrera on the far side, who's missed a couple games for the Blues. Well, he was getting married one time. I believe the honeymoon was the game after that. Pretty good reason to miss some games, but he's back in the lineup and a very experienced, composed player. Now Annapolis looks to get something forward. You can tell while the sun is out, the field is still pretty wet. Into the box now, the Blues trying to craft an opening. Early shot, deflects around, pinballs, and comes out to the near side.
Yeah, good first action from the Blues offensively. Talking about the rain and everything, I think this is something that can help us. It makes the game faster, so we can go through their lines with a little bit more speed with the game and the field being that wet.
And it is interesting because there is kind of a line between, it's been raining all day and very, very hard. So the question about the field's drainage as well, we've experienced a lot of kind of these weather events at Annapolis games, and the field does drain pretty well, but it was coming down in buckets earlier. So while yes, it's sunny and the rain isn't super steady right now, there is still a lot of rain left from earlier in the day that will factor into this. Given away by the Blues at the back. An early shot for Virginia Beach United, and it goes off the post. Emilio Tormo Lopez was scrambling, and it's still alive for the visitors towards the end line. Cutting it back, far side, top of the box now. Annapolis trying to get clear, but another errant pass, and they're still stuck in their defensive half. Trying to get another look at that opportunity when we can, but that was almost nearly a confusing opener for the visitors as now they continue to push forward down the right. Early ball in. Ian Webb-Johnson gets a foot to it to clear it over to the far side. Tracked down by Matthew Leonard. He has his pocket picked, and it's once again at Virginia Beach. Long ball by goalkeeper Griffin Potter out of Manchester, Maryland, but one of those players that plays collegiately. We'll take another. We saw kind of that chance that they had where goalkeeper almost kind of caught a little bit, and it was not a normal place to be taking a shot.
Yeah, normally our goalkeepers play a little bit high, but I think the rain that we were talking about and the field being wet played a part. As soon as the ball hit the turf, he said the change of the speed was a little bit different. I think Emilio wasn't expecting that. So again, adapting to the conditions of the field, that's important when you have this kind of rainy days.
Blues looking to go forward. They haven't really been able to, aside from that opening kickoff, really gain that possession that we're so used to them controlling throughout these games. Nodded forward, Chiumeni once more across the midfield line. Now it's Virginia Beach United that will reset at the back. That's Louis Edmondson, the Englishman. Wearing the number 5 at center back. Now a long ball down the right, read well by Chiumeni to nod that out of play, allowing his team to retreat. Annapolis been on their heels a little bit here in the opening 5 minutes. The only defeat for Virginia Beach United this season is at the hands of the Annapolis Blues in the reverse fixture on the road. Drops all the way back once again to Potter. And this rain is very steadily coming down. Pinpoint pass from the keeper to the far side. Unable to bring that under his control is Sam Murphy. Now here's Virginia Beach United again. On left foot, well tackled away by Matty Helfrich. Georgetown Hoya, now the Blues could be on the counter here. Running in behind, Ryan Bilal, and a great recovery at the back by Joshua Condon. Collegiate veteran standing at 6'4" does really well to recover. And now here come Virginia Beach United again. Early ball cut out by Ian Webb-Johnson, the two center backs having to break up some pretty threatening attacking play. Elton, as a center back yourself, these are not difficult, or these are not easy plays to make.
Yeah, you can see a pattern on the Virginia Beach team. They're looking for to play those long diagonals. Goalkeeper has a really good distribution. Should be take a look at that. But they're looking for these long diagonals. They're hard to defend.
It'll be a throw-in for Virginia Beach United on this near side. We've been looking to our left a lot. And it looks like it'll be a long throw coming in from Trip Campbell. Into the box, headed forward. Campbell, a good move away from Brown. Towards the end line, trying to get across in, blocked out of play. We have our first corner of the game. It's in favor of the visitors. Trip Campbell, the Northern Irishman, will be one of the players interested. But he will, in fact, leave it for Barnett Saul, playing at West Virginia. So it'll be an in-swinger, a lot of bodies in and around the goal mouth. Clipped in towards the top of the six, headed out by Annapolis. And now Guevara looking to lead the charge the other way. Good run forward here by Max Vieira down the right. Things building for the Blues. Shirts arriving in the box all the way to the back post. Leonard off the volley, and it comes across to the near side. When you're in the form that Matthew Leonard is, why not? 3 goals in his last 2 games.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, but I think he was the guy that cleared the ball in the box on the corner and make the run all the way up to hit this beautiful volley. A little bit unlucky to be off of target, but a great contact with the ball.
You get a great view there of how hard it actually is raining here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial. And a boot to the face, but Annapolis will play on. Edge of the area now. A slip pass into the box, cleared out by Edmondson. And now the referee will bring play back. Couldn't quite tell who it was that was lunging in there. And
that's Rafa
Machado, it looks like, took a boot to the face from Saul. He's pleading his case. Rafa, I think, wanted a whistle, but the referee saying, well, I played advantage in favor of your team. And as unfortunate as it is, I don't think there was any malintent behind that. Both players going for the ball.
Yeah, the ball is a halfway through, and the Virginia Beach player didn't see Rafa anticipating. If it's a head injury, he needs to leave the field. I don't know why he's complaining. No, it's for his own safety.
Also, technically, aren't you supposed to whistle play dead as soon as there's a head injury?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. No, these days, if it's a head injury, you don't play on. You stop right away.
You've just become more and more aware of how serious those head injuries can be, and DMV soccer player is no stranger to it. Taylor Twellman, a Maryland Terrapin, has famously had his career cut short due to several concussions. He's now a huge advocate in the game for head injury awareness that really wasn't treated super seriously up until the last couple years when we started learning a lot more about it.
Yeah, I can share a little bit of my story. In the U20 final in Brazil, I had a head injury and played the entire game, and I don't remember what happened the entire day.
Wow.
I did an MRI, I don't remember anything, and I played. So
did you win? I know that's not the takeaway.
we actually tied. I took a PK, and I don't remember.
Wow.
Let's see how serious it is. But things changing now. That was in 2005 or 6, so very dangerous now.
Machado is back out on the field and good to continue. Back to Tormo Lopez, who was probably in favor of slowing this game down just a little bit. Dangerous ball trying to play out of the back, intended target Matias de Jesus. Now another giveaway, sliding challenge put in by Virginia Beach United, aggressive and trying to win the ball back high up the field. That was Juan Valiente. Oh, we've played about 10 minutes. How do you kind of assess how this game's played out so far? Obviously a lot left to play, but...
Yeah, we had a really early shot on goal with a good combination on the right side. The Virginia Beach team settled the game a little bit, and they came with a purpose, not a plan, to play those long balls and behind these long diagonals. And the game is being kind of back and forth now. Again, it's a team that only lost to us, so you see another long diagonal coming.
Taken down beautifully on the right wing, now cutting inside. Help arriving outside the foot pass over to Campbell. Brown back defending, lofted towards the back post, flicked on. And Tormo Lopez will be able to claim this one much more comfortably.
They definitely prepare more for this game. You can see the plan they're having, and it's been a little bit successful in the beginning. I like the rotations that the Blues are doing and being able to move in the middle. I'm excited to see Tyler back and Mati having his opportunity as well, so we can control a little bit more in the middle. That's another good game. Every game is a difficult game now.
Certainly has been more of a challenge this season in USL League 2 for Annapolis for the first time. That's why it was important to bring in a player like Tyler Guevara, who's one of the captains and has experience playing in the USL. He actually played for Loudoun United in the USL Championship. A few levels up the pyramid. Of course, a local player, and his dad, Jim, the general manager of the women's team here. Now Virginia Beach United, again, a good spell of possession. Jack Brown trying to defend Campbell. Campbell will have a go from distance, and it's parried away by Tormo Lopez. Saw it all the way, but still a lot to do. Strong two hands to push that one wide, and it's another corner for the visitors. Once again, it'll be Sewell to take. And a different setup is starting around the penalty spot, Virginia Beach United. Sent in, headed out by Annapolis. Looks like that was Leonard once again. And now the Blues trying to break. And Helfrich just behind Jack Brown. And Helfrich, the culprit, as he clipped that to be Sewell. I haven't really seen Annapolis been able to get out of their own end all that much just yet.
Yeah, just on that first play. In the beginning, it had like a diagonal shot, but not too much after that.
Last time these two teams, Annapolis didn't start really in control of the game. This ball will be lofted towards the back post. Tormo Lopez came early, but he claims comfortably. Annapolis actually went behind because of an own goal in that game down in Virginia Beach. Not an ideal start. They were able to rally and ended up being a 3-1 victory. But they, for whatever reason, need to kind of find their footing against Virginia Beach United in the early stages. They're trying to do that now with Leonard down the left. A fantastic sliding challenge by Joshua Nevins. Blues take the throw quickly. And Campbell, a first-time pass forward. Blues want a handball. They're not going to get it. Now Virginia Beach trying to get in behind towards the end line, cutting it back. Only finds Ian Webb Johnson, who puts it out for a corner kick. Quarter of an hour gone here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Third corner for Virginia Beach United.
So yeah, the first corner they packed on the 6 yard. In the second corner they were more wider. Now you can see is a outswing, so they're crowding the PK spot. So different setups.
Lofted in. Loose around the ground. Not clear yet, but there's a foul on Virginia Beach United, so Annapolis can exhale. Blues have been trying to play out of the back a good bit, has been their identity for 3 years now. Another look here at the scrum that almost became very difficult, but now a turnover. Virginia Beach United the other way. Sliding block put in, and it needed to be from Rafa Machado. As again, Annapolis stuck in their own end. Fourth corner of the game. And it looks like Machado is down. Hopefully just because of the sliding block that was put in and not the earlier knock to the head. Does appear to be up. And does appear to be attending to his leg, so likely from that block. Much more similar to the first corner now as the bodies pack in around Tormo Lopez's goal. Ball clipped in, back post, and only a blue shirt is there. Evan will let this run for a throw-in on the far side. Brown plays back to Ian Webb Johnson, now forward to Matias De Jesus. All the way back to Tormo Lopez, who comes under pressure. And he gives that one away. Virginia Beach United. Now Saul, shot from distance, comfortable for Tormo Lopez. Elton, at one point, obviously they want to play out of the back. That is their game, that is their playing style, that's their identity. At what point do you just go long a few times to relieve some of that pressure?
I think they're not leaving too much space to do that as well. You can see it's a man-to-man on the front on everybody that's checking to the ball or trying to build up with 7-8 players. So they're man-to-man that and leaving a man-to-man high on the field. Since we don't have the profile to hold the ball up top, like we don't have Ibrahimovic there. No?
What's he doing? Do you think we could get him to Annapolis?
I think so. So I don't think we practice to do that. So we keep sticking to what we know. No? So need to be a little bit more efficient. I know Coach Cole is a little bit more active today than he was in the other game. So we will see some adjustments soon.
Here's Brown, a good turn. Annapolis looking lively. Threaded ball. Vieira towards the end line, cutting it back. Inside, headed out by Virginia Beach. Still alive, and Vieira might have been coming from an offside position, but Ian Webb Johnson gets into Machado. Blues still with the ball. Brown tried a cheeky backheel, didn't come off. A heavy challenge, with the referee not interested in that one, and he's letting him play a little bit. Here's Helfrich. Touched forward. Vieira. Guevara. Not on the same page, and Virginia Beach clears forward. Webb Johnson doing well not to concede the initial foul, but does so the second time of asking, and we're going to have another early yellow card. This will be to Ian Webb Johnson. I believe on Sunday we saw 3 by this time, so we're not necessarily on the same pace. That was Juan Valiente, the Venezuelan who was trying to burst forward, did really well on the hold-up play. It is tough, though, now having your center back on a yellow card for the majority of this game. And Webb Johnson, who was very good in the loss on Sunday, had a goal line clearance that really kept the Blues in it. Here's Edmondson. Now Condit. Long diagonal trying to find Campbell. He will bring that down well, but Helfrich there to win it back. Now Machado kicks it into gear. Hits it forward. Brown tries to flick it. And all the way back to the Virginia Beach United goalkeeper. And a great flick on Chiomani in retreat. He'll get it back to the goalkeeper. Laid out to Machado. Machado threading a ball forward. He and Ryan Bilal not on the same wavelength. Virginia Beach United breaking lines. Machado intercepts. Chiomani, fizzing ball into the midfield. Algabara. Machado. Now Matty Helfrich. Gets it back from Machado. Helfrich, one of a few Georgetown Hoyas on this team, and Annapolis certainly enjoys having Hoyas. Jacob Murrow comes to mind. Long ball on the near side. Campbell did exceptionally well to just get a touch to that and slow things down. Vieira. Out to Jesus, trying to curl one. It deflects to the far side. And two players go sliding in. That could have been a lot worse, but it could be getting better for the Blues. Into the box, Bilal trying to carve an opportunity, and it's cleared. Well, the Blues been attacking a little bit more here the last few moments. What have you made of the, I guess, more energy going forward?
Yeah, I think two things. Tyler brings a little bit more calmness around the ball. When he's on the ball, he's able to slow down a little bit, and so we can get in our shape. We can identify the game. We can think the game a little bit more. And the other one, in the last two plays, you can see Mati playing on a half turn, which allows us to, the 10s now, the creative players, he always tried to turn and see the field. He had a good link-up play with Jack Brown that tried to find Bilal. The second ball, he tried to shoot from outside of the box. I think his creativity brings something else to the game.
Virginia Beach United into the box now. Valiente still with it, cutting to the right, and a great intervention by Ian Webb Johnson again. Jack Brown now. Leonard bursting forward. Bilal, the only blue shirt, running with him. Tackled away by Virginia Beach United. Now inside for Alexander Moody. 2 goals and an assist on the season for the midfielder out of Portsmouth, Virginia. Good line breaking pass. Pops over to Campbell again. Towards the end line, we'll try to cut it back inside. Machado calmly plays out of trouble. Guevara. Brown has it tackled away off the turn. Early shot, took a deflection, and it'll be another corner kick. Rafa Machado protesting that Jack Brown was fouled. The Blues faithful in attendance, voicing their opinions on the referee. Ronat Sowell will over to take the corner kick again. Midfielder out of Leesburg, Virginia. And once again, a lot of red shirts in and around the penalty mark. The outswinger. Good combination on the far side. Matias de Jesus just trying to keep possession and wiggle out of trouble. 25 minutes gone, still 0-0 between Annapolis and Virginia Beach United. A matchup with huge implications at the top of the Chesapeake Division. Alan Harriott and his staff watching on, hoping to bounce back from a defeat on Sunday. Another good intervention at the back by Virginia Beach. Helfrich in a foot race and will shield that out of play and take the throw in quickly. It's an all Georgetown right flank for Annapolis with Vieira and Helfrich, but that one sails a bit too high over Cumani and out for a throw-in. Game hasn't been without its chances so far. Good tackle by Guevara in the midfield. And a shift of pace from Matias de Jesus. So good in the tight areas. De Jesus. Out to Leonard. Blau at the top of the box, as is Jack Brown. Vieira on the near side. Machado trying to skip over a challenge. Now Helfrich. Vieira has it tackled away. Guevara there to win it back for Annapolis. Here's Matty Helfrich. Vieira, Brown, Helfrich into the box. Blau trying to get on the end of it. Leonard was lurking. Brought down well by Juan Valiente, 6'2" forward. Physical, but quite technical as well. And great slide there by Vieira to cut that pass out. A high five of appreciation from his college teammate. Annapolis will switch the point of emphasis to Matty Helfrich. Elton, you and I were talking pregame kind of about Annapolis being patient in the buildup from the back. We've seen that a little bit more here in the last couple minutes.
I think what I said before, not having Tyler and Mati on the team, their profile, it's more possession based. They like to have the ball, to think the game, to not take too many half chances, let's put it that way, not going forward. And when they decided to go, it's because it's a good chase. So Tyler is slowing down the game. You see him, Rafa, and Mati getting around the ball. And then on the other side, they have three Georgetown players that are used to play with each other, having like good link-up plays on the right side. Matty Helfrich, Max Vieira, and Jack Brown. See a couple balls on the right side. I think after that beginning, we're settling the game now. We're having a little bit more of what we used to see the Blues do before.
Virginia Beach pinches the ball back. You saw a replay a moment ago just how physical this game has been. It's all been pretty fair, though. Only the one yellow card issued so far to Ian Webb-Johnson. The referee's done a pretty good job of letting him play. Hasn't been too many stops and starts in this one, aside from the flurry of corner kicks that Virginia Beach United has had. Cumani brings it down. Now Machado. It's it back. First time pass off the ricochet over to Helfrich, who gets the ball stuck underneath his feet and persistently wins it back. And Vieira just took his eye off the ball, and it goes out of play. And to Edmondson. Shouts for a handball on Edmondson, but the assistant referee had a pretty good view of it. Now Brown cuts it back and cleared out of play by Condon. Vieira will take the throw into Gabara. And back to Ian Webb-Johnson. Plays to his college teammate, Kobe Kiumani at American University. Webb-Johnson named one of the captains for his collegiate team coming into the fall season. Early ball sent in, back post, and just wide. Another warning shot by the Blues. Ryan Bilal was in and amongst the action.
Yeah, that's one thing that I really like about Leonard. One of the things that I really like about him, he likes to go 1v1. He gets the ball. Besides his height, he's very skillful, has good foot skills, so he likes to go 1v1. And going back at Ian, he's doing a really good job this year. Fighting there, organizing the team. It's not easy to be there, and I feel that he's doing like a really good job.
We saw in the Christos game for Ryan Bilal, it did take him a couple chances before he found that goal, but it did come.
Yeah. I think today he's being a little bit more active than the last game, participating a little bit more. He needs, it's hard. We talked about a little bit before. A lot of these players are playing together for the first time. And it takes a couple games to understand each other, no? So I think that there are more good things to come for Ryan. He's a great player.
And he's a young player.
Yeah.
Just finished up his freshman year at Wake Forest. Clearly, if you're playing as much as he did as a freshman at a program like Wake Forest, there is obviously some talent there. Very easy to see for Ryan Blau, who's now on the ball. Plays it back to Matias de Jesus. Vieira, Brown. Couldn't quite bring that under his spell. Oh, here comes Virginia Beach United. Gapar was trying to pick the pocket of Valiente, but did enough to slow down the visitors. Now it's Virginia Beach United's turn to have a spell of possession. Played over half an hour in this one. Still 0-0 between Annapolis and Virginia Beach United. Both teams have had some chances. Virginia Beach United, the better of the two, calling Tormo Lopez into action a few times so far. Gabara stumbling, but still able to keep it alive. Now in behind, Tormo Lopez, quick off his line. It deflects behind and in. Virginia Beach United on the board. It wasn't the prettiest of goals, but the visitors will take it all the same. It's a ball in behind, and you got to give credit to Trip Campbell. Hit him with the changeup. It did roll into the back of the net, just under Tormo Lopez. Now Annapolis goes into a huddle to discuss. Well, we've seen this script before. Annapolis goes down 1-0 to Virginia Beach United in the first half. The Blues were able to bounce back on the road last time that happened. So we've seen Annapolis get some better attacking moves going forward. They're going to have to kind of continue that and, increase the frequency some. We know how quickly they can just score a flurry of goals.
Yeah, and this goal happened in a moment that the Blues were being better on the game. Now, like the Virginia team had a good spell after the fifth minute. In between the 5 and 15 minutes, they were having their chances and being on the front foot a little bit more, and then the game settled a little bit, and the Blues were able to dominate a little bit more possession and have some offensive actions, and we were talking how we were doing better in that moment, and then the goal happened. It was unfortunate that I have a little bit of miscommunication there in the back in the transition moment. The thing is, it's to keep consistent with the possession now. I think we need to get Ryan a little bit more involved. Like you said, he's a guy with a lot of potential that can change the game. And also would like to see a little bit more of Leonard, since he's been like the guy for us this season. Now score 3 goals in the last 2 games. So see a little bit more of Leonard, I think would be helpful.
And back to Edmondson. Now to Jesus, to Brown. Vieira making the run down the right. Lau lurking in the center. Leonard at the back post. Vieira going one-on-one. And he got clipped, and the Blues have a free kick. A dangerous set piece as Max Vieira drew the foul. It was Edmondson that just kind of stuck a foot in.
I wouldn't pose of him trying to not score from there, but like a shot where the ball would bounce in front of the keeper, you know, with
the wet surface.
With the wet surface, like a drive kind of ball, and like having
Gabara short to Brown. Back to Gabara. Threading it into the box. Brown trying to clip it back. Took a deflection, and Virginia Beach United sends the ball down the field.
Yeah, I think it was in a shooting range, kind of.
Gabara. Now Vieira. And Vieira goes sliding in and is called for the foul. Shows the energy provided by your more attacking players to put a sliding challenge in on the attacking end line. It was a wrestling match the whole way with Jack Lewis, the Englishman. Vieira's not one to back down. So Potter will take the restart from deep in his own half as we tick closer to halftime. Sent long by the goalkeeper. Nodded forward, and Cumani will clean up the back, send it back to Tormo Lopez. Tormo Lopez, the goalkeeper for UMBC, another one of those excellent local programs. Feeds players into the Annapolis club. Matisse Jesus, Marilyn Terrapin. And two of the Hoyas not on the same page, Jack Brown and Matty Helfrich. I'll say last off Ian Webb Johnson and out of play. Deflected forward, but Lau trying to make a nuisance of himself at the back. And what a huge swing of momentum it would be for Annapolis to find a goal before the break. Rain has somewhat let up, but now Virginia Beach United in behind again off the volley and out of play. There'll be another corner kick coming up as the shot was blocked, but that's how quickly Virginia Beach United can go from defense to offense.
Yeah, you can see the goalkeeper has a really good long pass, and they're feeding off of that.
So another corner kick coming up for the visitors. This one seemingly less organized than the others that they've had, but that might just be the organization. Whipped in towards the back post. Header goes up. Knotted forward again, still in play before it's knotted out by Virginia Beach United. Bit of head tennis in the box. About 5 minutes left in the first half. What have been your overall impressions so far? Obviously the scoreline says one thing, but been a lot more to this game. Here's Gabara. Now Bilal. And he is shrugged off the ball, and the referee will bring play back. Selden, we're getting closer to halftime. How do you kind of assess, as a yellow card does come out for Virginia Beach United, how do you kind of assess the first 45 that we've seen so far?
I think we talked before about them having a lot of players coming from the same program, or they play with each other, or they're coming from the same program. It helps a little bit them, their organization, even more defensively, because, you know, like, pressing is not as easy as we think. You need to be engaged, you need to be together, and they are pressing well. They are with a good shape defensively, and it forces at times force balls or playing to players that are not that open like we used to see. But as soon as we get to the offensive part of the field, I feel that we're still missing that less pass, less touch, less idea that we talked about like a couple games ago. We possess really well, or we get to the final third, but from there, we're not being able to feed Ryan Bilal like some good balls. Now we talk about him having only one goal, but he haven't had that many big opportunities lately, no?
And Virginia Beach United's center backs have broken up what would have been some very dangerous plays for Annapolis. So it has been the opposition that's made things tough as well. And just to get you confirmation on that yellow card, that was Jack Lewis that picked it up a moment ago for Virginia Beach. That's one yellow card for each club so far. Matias De Jesus, Leonard can't connect. Evans sends forward on the far side, but into his own bench. Blues faithful trying to spur their club into action before the halftime break. Brown. Something could be on for the Blues. In the box now, Bilal trying to shift onto his favorite foot, but keeps possession. Matty Helfrich now. Vieira, stinging service in, cleared out by Virginia Beach. Valiente going up to win the header and draws the foul. Valiente is listed at 6'2", but it's a lot bigger than that. Virginia Beach will be in no rush to get this back underway, as they would love to head in to the locker room with the lead. Sent high down the field by Griffin Potter. Garrett does well to get the tackle in. Now Campbell. Early cross towards the back post. Threatening again as this one sails wide. It was a good effort coming forward by Joshua Nevins. Excuse me, that was Sam Murphy that got forward. Now back to Ian Webb Johnson. Long ball trying to find Vieira, but a bit too central. Campbell working into the box. Challenged by Ian Webb Johnson, and he's not able to keep it from going out. Oh, they're going to say it's a goal kick. Well done, Ian Webb Johnson. A bang-bang play right on the end line. The big center back coming out on top. Here's Rafa Machado. Ping pongs forward again, and Tormo Lopez will be able to handle this one. Now Machado. We're hearing there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. The referee's going to bring things back as Machado has been in the trenches in midfield and is not one to back down, this time with Michael Wayland. Now Leonard, who's trying to sneak one before the break. Bilal, tackled away. Stick with us at halftime as we'll hear from Kyle Cullen, the merchandise and senior equipment manager for the Annapolis Blues, a guy that you know quite well, Elton, from your time here.
Kyle's a nice guy. Since day one with us here.
Hooked you up with all the swag and all the good stuff.
Yeah. He's a funny man.
We love highlighting so many of the people that make all of this possible behind the scenes. Kyle Cullen, a big part of that. He started as an intern with the club in the first season, now working his way all the way up to a full-time position. And it's one of the big things for Annapolis is that, commitment to your own. We talked to Brooke Lewis as well last weekend, who started with an intern. Now she's heading operations for the women's team and doing social media and a lot of other stuff for Annapolis.
Yeah, she also works really hard. She's with us also since year one. You can see a lot of the people behind the scenes here. They started with this project, 2-3 years ago, when nobody knew what we were doing or how it would be.
Right.
And that's what makes the Blues big as well. Now we're big in the community.
Machado into the box. It's bouncing around. Referee waves off any penalty claims, and forward goes Virginia Beach. Helfrich does well to cut it out. Now, bit of a loose pass to the far side. We are just about at those 2 minutes of play. And the referee feels the same. So we head into the halftime break. Annapolis trailing 1-0 to Virginia Beach United. It's been a pretty strange day in Annapolis. Some crazy weather that we've experienced so far, but we'll see what the rest of this game has in store. We will head to break here on NBC Sports Engine. And it is a beautiful day in Annapolis as it turns out. And we will have more on the other side of this break here on NBC Sports Engine.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by Saunders Wealth Management, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Watermark Cruises, immersing you in the history, culture, and fun of the Chesapeake area. The Westin Annapolis, unique charm and convenient amenities like free Wi-Fi, heavenly beds, and a pet-free attitude with its downtown location. YTech, seeking top computer engineering and cybersecurity professionals. Join us today at ytech.com/careers. Luminous Health, from Anne Arundel Medical Center to Doctors Community Medical Center and more than 100 primary and specialty care locations. We bring personalized care to your neighborhood. Hague Quality Water of Maryland, your home team water treatment company. And Annapolis Painting Services, your home improvement MVP since 1985.
Hey Blues fans, I'm Dr. Olivia Dreisky. Are you ready to watch the Blues win without your contacts or glasses? Chesapeake Eye Care and Laser Center is here to help you score better vision with our comprehensive refractive surgical offerings, including LASIK, SMILE, and PRK. Call 1-877-DOCTOR for 2020 to schedule your free consultation and mention the phrase Sight for Soccer to get $500 off your procedure. Let's go, Blues!
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by In-Home Stone, specializing in counters, tile, and stone restoration with expert craftsmanship and quality service. Indian Creek School, the premier Annapolis area independent school, where kindness is currency, well-being is priority, and excellence is relentlessly pursued. Liquefied, your go-to for cutting-edge creative, marketing, PR, and web solutions. Pup Scouts, give your pup the all-star treatment with Maryland Pup Scouts. Visit mdpupscouts.com today. Picante Mexican Cocina, your local spot for Taco Tuesdays. Friendly happy hours and the most authentic Mexican cuisine in Annapolis. Rehab to Perform, empowering you to move better and live strong. Recover like the pros. Rosso Commercial Real Estate, businesses rely on Rosso to help secure great spaces. There's no better team in the commercial real estate business. And the Annapolis Mall. Come check out our newest attractions. Pollo Campanero, Be With Me Playseum, Pop Mart Robo Shop, and coming soon, Dick's House of Sport and Dave & Buster's.
The Annapolis Blues are making waves. Luminous Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Blues this season. Together, we're teaming up to champion a healthier, stronger community. From injury prevention to recovery, our orthopedic specialists keep local athletes in the game. 2 local organizations, 1 winning team.
Back here at halftime, Brendan Hartlove now joined by Kyle Cullen, the merchandise and senior equipment manager for the Annapolis Blues. Kyle, good to see you. You started as an intern with the Blues, and then you've progressed your way up to your current position. I guess what has it been like to have the opportunity to go from intern to what you're doing now?
It's been quite the journey. The first year that I was with the Blues, my dad was actually walking through the mall and saw the Blues advertisement in the Westfield Annapolis Mall. And I was laying in my bed that weekend. It was like, hey, Kyle, you should reach out to the Blues. I was like, okay, cool. So I looked up Mr. Fred Mathis and sent him a message on LinkedIn. And he got back to me less than 24 hours and was like, hey, we'd love to have you. So I showed up that May. It was a Thursday. I walked into the office, and Steven said, he's our assistant GM, and asked, does somebody want to be the equipment manager? And all I asked was, what does that consist of? And he said, congratulations, you're the new equipment manager. And I never technically said yes, but it's been, quite the journey ever since then. I got to meet players like Mati, Jacob, Merle, Toshi, and all of them, and it's truly been a blessing to be with the Blues. And the second year that I was with the Blues, we didn't quite have, Jacob at striker and that type of personality in the locker room, but everybody has been great. And then the third year, which is right now, I've been able to take on the roles as senior equipment manager and merchandise coordinator, and it's been quite the journey, and it's been truly rainbow ever since.
And I guess what's kind of like a typical day in your life, maybe compared from intern to what you're doing now?
So when I was an intern, I'd essentially go in the office and do miscellaneous work, clean the equipment, and it really wasn't, that laborious of any sort. But this year, usually on Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm fulfilling orders. Wednesdays, I'm going up to see our embellisher / manufacturer. He's based out of Baltimore County, so I drive up to him. It's about an hour. And I go grab the boxes that we need, take them down, organize them, take them to our storage locker, which is in Navy Marine Corps Stadium. And then I have it ready for the next game and so forth, and update our website and just make sure everybody has what they need.
You're a very busy man, but we will have more with Kyle Cullen right after this.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues are presented by Adaptive Engineering, software, systems, and cybersecurity solutions in support of the intelligence community. Annapolis Moms Media, the ultimate destination for moms and dads. Join the community today. BFPE International, providing all types of fire protection systems since 1970. Chesapeake Eye Care, the choice is clear. Annapolis' premier eye care practice for all your vision needs. Humdinger, trusted by leading brands to create unforgettable experiences. Learn more at humdingerproductions.com. Forward Brewing, find us in Eastport for craft beer, delicious food, and Annapolis' best outdoor dining. And Home Genius Exteriors, the top choice for roofing and siding in your neighborhood.
Hey Blues fans, I'm Dr. Olivia Dreisky. Are you ready to watch the Blues win without your contacts or glasses? Chesapeake Eye Care and Laser Center is here to help you score better vision with our comprehensive refractive surgical offerings, including LASIK, SMILE, and PRK. Call 1-877-DOCTOR for 2020 to schedule your free consultation and mention the phrase Sight for Soccer to get $500 off your procedure. Let's go, Blues!
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by In-Home Stone, specializing in counters, tile, and stone restoration with expert craftsmanship and quality service. Indian Creek School, the premier Annapolis area independent school, where kindness is currency, well-being is priority, and excellence is relentlessly pursued. Liquefied, your go-to for cutting-edge creative, marketing, PR, and web solutions. Pup Scouts, give your pup the all-star treatment with Maryland Pup Scouts. Visit mdpupscouts.com today. Picante Mexican Cocina, your local spot for Taco Tuesdays. Friendly happy hours and the most authentic Mexican cuisine in Annapolis. Rehab to Perform, empowering you to move better and live strong. Recover like the pros. Rosso Commercial Real Estate, businesses rely on Rosso to help secure great spaces. There's no better team in the commercial real estate business. And the Annapolis Mall. Come check out our newest attractions. Pollo Campanero, Be With Me Playseum, Pop Mart Robo Shop, and coming soon, Dick's House of Sport and Dave & Buster's.
The Annapolis Blues are making waves. Luminous Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Blues this season. Together, we're teaming up to champion a healthier, stronger community. From injury prevention to recovery, our orthopedic specialists keep local athletes in the game. 2 local organizations, 1 winning team.
Back here at halftime with Kyle Cullen, merchandise and senior equipment manager for the Blues. And Kyle, Annapolis has been partners with Puma for a number of years now. What is that kind of relationship like between the Blues and Puma?
It's been a great relationship. I mean, our first year, when I first showed up, I found out that we were going to be a Puma brand. And I was like, how did we manage to get such a well-known brand? Well, Mr. Hitchcock, who is our owner, all of his semi-professional soccer teams, their kit manufacturers are Puma. And so our very first year, we were all supposed to wear Puma socks, but we didn't quite have enough socks at the time. So I bought Nike socks, and we got in trouble with Puma a little bit at first, but then we eventually got the hang of it. And Puma's interesting because in the United States, right, the MLS, their kit manufacturer is Adidas, and everything's sold Adidas. Nothing but Adidas. And most, college teams are Adidas and Nike as well. But then you have, semi-pro teams like us, the Annapolis Blues, and other semi-pro teams that Mr. Hitchcock owns, and along with Lipscomb, who are all Puma-based brands. And they really try to make the kits fit the size. So if you're a large, you're a large. If you're an XL, you're an XL. And the players love it because it's an iconic brand, because you have players like Neymar that are sponsored by Puma. And then you also have well-known teams abroad, such as Manchester City, Palmeiras, Guadalajara, Borussia Dortmund, the Portuguese national team, they actually switched from Nike, and the Italian national team. So definitely a well-known brand, and we're blessed to be with Puma.
So move over Manchester City, Annapolis, the true blue team with Puma. And that relationship has really developed over the years to the point where we're seeing all the fans turn out in Puma gear, and we're getting pictures all across the world of people sporting the Puma Annapolis gear. What's it like to just see how widespread all the merchandise has become?
It's been great to see, because every season ticket holder that we have, which is about 8,500 for men and about 2,500 for women, every single season ticket holder gets a free customized Puma kit. So every fan that we see in the stands is either wearing that kit or wearing some Puma branded items that we sold at the merch table. And it's really great to see Puma all over the stadium, and hopefully eventually all over the world.
Awesome. Well, Kyle, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. We'll be back with the second half kickoff coming up after this.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by Saunders Wealth Management, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Watermark Cruises, immersing you in the history, culture, and fun of the Chesapeake area. The Westin Annapolis, unique charm and convenient amenities like free Wi-Fi, heavenly beds, and a pet-free attitude with its downtown location. YTech, seeking top computer engineering and cybersecurity professionals. Join us today at ytech.com/careers. Luminous Health, from Anne Arundel Medical Center to Doctors Community Medical Center and more than 100 primary and specialty care locations. We bring personalized care to your neighborhood. Hague Quality Water of Maryland, your home team water treatment company. And Annapolis Painting Services, your home improvement MVP since 1985. The 2025 Annapolis Blues are presented by Adaptic Engineering, software, systems, and cybersecurity solutions in support of the intelligence community. Annapolis Moms Media, the ultimate destination for moms and dads. Join the community today. BFPE International, providing all types of fire protection systems since 1970. Chesapeake Eye Care, the choice is clear. Annapolis' premier eye care practice for all your vision needs. Humdinger, trusted by leading brands to create unforgettable experiences. Learn more at humdingerproductions.com. Forward Brewing, find us in Eastport for craft beer, delicious food, and Annapolis' best outdoor dining. And Home Genius Exteriors, the top choice for roofing and siding in your neighborhood.
The Annapolis Blues are making waves. Luminous Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Blues this season. Together, we're teaming up to champion a healthier, stronger community. From injury prevention to recovery, our orthopedic specialists keep local athletes in the game. 2 local organizations, 1 winning team.
Back here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, Annapolis and Virginia Beach battling it out towards the top of the Chesapeake Division. And currently at halftime, Virginia Beach leads 1-0. So we're going to take a look back at the highlights. And Elton, it was Virginia Beach United that started very strong with some warning shots.
Yeah, that was one that they tried to find Emilio out of position, and again another shot from outside. They start building up that from the beginning in the first 10-15 minutes, and then the goal. Now the goal happened after we had a good spell of possession and offensive chances.
And just some unfortunate circumstances that led to the goal, and just bouncing around and not able to clear it. But our halftime stats are presented by Watermark Cruises, immersing yourself in the history, culture, and fun of the Chesapeake area. Look for the red umbrella at Annapolis City Dock or visit watermarkjourney.com to learn more. And the possession in favor of the visitors, but probably the most telling is the disparity in shots and corner kicks for that matter.
Yeah, they had a lot of corner kicks. And you can see a lot of their shots on target, like 5 out of 8 in corners too. So they're being able to be more successful with their game plan and find their opportunities to shoot, and get on our final third.
And so Annapolis has made a number of substitutions here at halftime that we can see. We'll try to get you confirmation of those as soon as we can. We'll see if Virginia Beach United counters with any moves from the bench themselves. After trailing at halftime, some new energy injected into the team. We see Albi Andronika out there. We see Mikey Johnson, Noah Satriano, Taku Takahashi. At least the 4 that I have spotted from up here. There's Virginia Beach United making their way back on the field from the bench. So 45 minutes for Annapolis to find an equalizer. They trailed 1-0 in the reverse fixture in Virginia Beach. It was an own goal that time that they went down, but they were able to bounce back with 3 goals to come out victorious. We'll see if they have it in them again tonight in front of a good crowd here on a Wednesday night in Annapolis. It was a very stormy day. It has cleared up here. We enter the second half of play. Annapolis in, of course, the blue tops, and Virginia Beach United in the red. Early sequence down the field for Virginia Beach United. Ian Webb-Johnson will play it off the forward, and we'll have a goal kick. We'll take a look at our keys to the second half presented by Rosso Commercial Real Estate. Businesses rely on Rosso to help secure great spaces. There's no better team in the commercial real estate business. And before the game, we said maintain defensive shape and capitalize on chances. And they've had a lot of shots. They capitalized on the one clear-cut chance, but I think they probably have maintained their defensive shape pretty well, limiting Annapolis' chances.
Yeah, they're doing a good job maintaining their shape. If we talk about their chemistry being
Mikey Johnson into the box. Leonard trying to clip it in, and a penalty coming up. A handball in the box. And Annapolis handed a lifeline. Virginia Beach United claiming that the arm was close to the body. And that is Joshua Nevins who is the culprit.
great first play by Mikey Johnson, holding the ball and laying off to Leonard. Great start in the second half.
Mikey Johnson is a big guy, moves awfully quickly. Looks like it will be Matthew Leonard to step up to the spot. Leonard steps up. 3 goals in his last 2 games. And right out of the halftime break, a chance to bring things level. Leonard hits it off the crossbar, back into play. And sent high down the field by Virginia Beach United. That penalty had a lot of force on it and just hit the woodwork and stayed out. An unfortunate set of circumstances for the Blues, but still plenty of time left here in this second half. We're only 2+ minutes in before we had a penalty kick. Taku Takahashi plays back. Rafa Machado now back to his goalkeeper. Matias de Jesus is one of the players that departed. We'll take another look at the penalty. Just got a bit under it. Crossbar might still be shaking on the other end. And now, you know, you're captain of this team, a guy like Matthew Leonard that's playing so well. What do you kind of do to put your arm around him afterwards and be like, hey, we still got a lot of time left, we're good?
I think this is the hardest part for someone that missed a PK during the game is to bounce back. Now, I've been in that position before. You really need to just shake it off and play the next ball. If you keep thinking about it, you're not going to do you any favor. So for attacking player, it's easier because you can have a next opportunity. If you're not an attacking player, that may be your only opportunity. Like yourself. But, you know, he's having like a great season. I like that Tyler handed the ball to him and let him take it because he's been playing with a lot of confidence and leading the team there.
Great play by the Blues to break in behind. Another chance, sliding interception. That was Nevins, the one that gave away the penalty. Broke up another one. In the box now, Indranika puts it wide. Annapolis has come out of the locker room firing here in the second half. He might have just clipped the post. Vieira down the right, and it was a great first intervention. The Blues kept it alive. And then Indranika might have just skimmed off the outside of the pipe. Oh, my.
Great start for the second half.
I was just going to ask you, we haven't seen the net ripple just yet, but that is almost more chances than the Blues had in the first half. Very encouraging.
Yeah. Well, the change that I can see as of now is Rafa is playing more as a center back. He stepped back as a center back, so you can see he's helping more Ian Webb-Johnson in the back, and Taku Takahashi is doing what he does best, and I think that's something that impressed me a lot last season. He's very technical and versatile on the field. He's inverting in the middle, so we have like multiple players that can play in the same position there, and if it's well done, it's really hard to defend.
And so we were interrupted by that penalty claim. So Annapolis not letting us get to these second half adjustments as they continue to push forward here. Takahashi now rolls it out to Leonard. Fizzing ball across, and it sails wide, goes out of play, and it's a corner kick for Annapolis. More exciting build-up by the Blues, and it's their first corner kick of the game. Tyler Gabarra will go over to take it. Annapolis threatening with just over 5 minutes played here in the second half. So Gabarra will, with his left foot, swing this in towards the goal. A lot of blue shirts towards the back post, a lot of reds trying to get it out. And an easy, comfortable claim by Griffin Potter. Now we can get to those second half adjustments presented by Rosso Commercial Real Estate. Businesses rely on Rosso to help secure great spaces. There's no better team in the commercial real estate business. That one was claimed comfortably. But for Annapolis, Elton, when we talked about those adjustments, we said they need to get back on track and reestablish home field advantage. They haven't done that so far, but the way they've started the second half has been incredibly exciting. There is another yellow card out of the pocket, and that is Rafa Machado, who's really been in the battles tonight, as he has been all season. Not a player to shy away from anybody.
Yeah, well, I feel that Coach Colling made some changes that impacted the game in the second half and gave a different answer. So that's why we're like being on the front foot. We definitely need to go back on track now. The home advantage has been a strength from the Blues over the years, and I want to believe there was two hiccups in our season. So you can see like a little bit of tactical changes that already impacted the game.
So just to get you the players that came off the field for Annapolis at halftime, that being Jack Brown, Ryan Bilal, Matias De Jesus, and Kobe Kiyoumeni, the four. And the ones that came on again, Taku Takahashi, Mikey Johnson, Albion Dranica, and Noah Satriano, many of whom we've seen involved in the good stuff happening so far for Annapolis here in the second 45. And we're going to have another yellow card out of the pocket. And you can see Jack Lewis, the experienced midfielder, just trying to knock some sense into Michael Wayland. Probably wouldn't have gotten the yellow card if he hadn't kicked the ball away, fair to say?
Yeah.
I think that was the shove, kind of saying, hey, that was not needed.
That's a kind of yellow that it's not acceptable, no? Like, kicking the ball out after the referee blew the whistle, that you're just asking for it.
Michael Whalen, the Old Dominion University player. This one headed forward, but intercepted by Matty Helfrich, a speeding bullet from the back line. Now Albion Dranica, great pass out to the far side. And a back heel. And coming through to clear it is Jack Lewis. And Lewis, very experienced player, was actually in Liverpool's academy from age 7 to 16. And was with Leicester City from 2016 to 2019, which was a very good couple years for Leicester City as well.
Yeah, we can see more and more international players coming to U.S. to play on a college level. And I think it's a great experience, and it's great also for U.S. soccer, not having that many internationals come and exchange their experiences and be able to participate on the soccer here. So it's just incredible.
Gabarra from distance, it deflects, not able to field it cleanly as Potter, but eventually they're going to say a corner kick. It's been a wet night. It's been difficult to handle some of these shots, and Potter might have just been wrong-footed there. But yeah, quite clearly goes out of play for a corner kick. Takahashi will take this corner kick short. Albion Dranica. Sent in, headed out by Virginia Beach. Helped on its way, but it comes out to Satriano. Satriano, who will join up with a lot of those Georgetown players in the fall season, committed to be a Hoya. Oh, Rafa Machado. Mikey Johnson holds it off. Leonard coming through and cleared forward by Nevins. Satriano relentless in his pursuit to win it back. Now Ian Webb-Johnson. And just anywhere will do for Virginia Beach United. Eldon, you talked about some of the tactical changes for Annapolis. There also seems to just kind of be a change in energy, too.
Yeah, I mean, we need to change something now that we're losing, so we need to have a different answer to the problem. And I think Coach Colley gave them like, and changing the players at halftime also send a message. You know, like you have to do something different if you want to stay in this game. I like what I've seen so far. Taku Takahashi coming and help in the middle as of Matthew Helfridge. So isolating Max and Leonard, but still having a lot of players around the ball with quality. I like first time watching Mikey Johnson play. I like what I see, a big body, a big guy there that can make that hold-up play that we were talking about before. Impact the game instantly. And like, talk about energy. That's something that Albi Janika brings to the team. Now he's a player that runs a lot, covers a lot of areas on the field. So we should see a little bit more of the Blues on the front foot here.
Here's Leonard fighting for possession, and it was Joshua Condit who was down for a little while for Virginia Beach, but he's back up. Now rolled out to the far side. Vieira on the right foot, blocked at the back by Edmondson. Annapolis certainly the aggressor here in the second half. Now again in behind Annapolis, bearing down into the box, deflects around and cleared. Now Satriano. Setup resembling the Blues teams of years past. Now Ian Webb-Johnson. Satriano. Leonard. Gabarra into the box. Broken up. Annapolis trying to go into the counter press and win it back, but Virginia Beach United might just be able to counter. A long run down the near side by Wayland. He will latch onto the end of that one. Machado, the closest defender. Blue shirts in retreat and in numbers. And Machado, I think, took that one right off the face. But he is up. Perhaps just kind of stinging a little bit. It'll certainly rattle the cobwebs. Goodness. To pop up as quickly as he did from something like that. I think Machado trying to say that he doesn't need to go off the field. He went down quickly, and perhaps that was part of the incentive for popping back up so quickly, because with it being a head injury, Eldon, as you pointed out in the first half when he took that knock to the head, you do have to depart. And Annapolis has to defend this set piece.
Must be like just like a jab.
We're going to see Virginia Beach United make a substitution. 2, it appears.
So yeah, they are probably looking into the tactic board, looking to each other. They have to change something. They haven't been able for this past 15 minutes to have any offensive action, and like from the team that played first half is a completely different story. So they do have to change something if they want to keep in this game.
We'll get you confirmation on those subs for Virginia Beach United as the bodies shuffle around for the set piece. Was Juan Valiente and Trip Campbell who departed. In comes Sam Phillips. And Baxter hurt. So we'll send this in. Headed out by the Blues. They will advance in numbers. Sent into the box. Underneath it is Tormo Lopez, who comes and claims. And he tumbles to the ground. It was the recently entered Sam Phillips who was making life difficult for the Blues goalkeeper. And that's Michael Wayland in there again, who picked up the yellow card, the needless yellow card a few moments ago. Tensions just beginning to rise here a little bit at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. And it appears that they've tossed on another center back. And Baxter hurt. Sacrificing an offensive player. Just to go a bit more defensive as Virginia Beach tries to hang on to the lead. Annapolis has come very close to equalizing a number of times here in the second half. First half subs and appears to be a change in approach has led to really good things for the Blues. Mikey Johnson has been a good physical presence up top. Early ball taken and Tormo Lopez right in the basket. Tried to catch Tormo Lopez out a couple times tonight. And, you know, can understand it to an extent with the wet grass and everything. But here's Leonard. Takahashi.
It's a big field.
It is a big field. Now in behind, Annapolis trying to make a big impact. And they will be called for the foul. As that was Matty Helfrich, who constantly, you know, they say crank it up to 10. I feel like Helfrich is always at 11.
Yeah, like I said the other day about the motorcycles. He's and you saw this week on social media. He's the only player that play every minute.
Yeah.
And you don't see him slowing down, no?
No, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
It's almost not human.
Yeah, he's a great athlete.
But
so you see he's more active now in the second half.
But what does it mean to be part of a back line where you have a guy that you know is so consistent and is just going to give 110% every single game? He's going to be in the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, you have to work hard for that or be naturally gifted, but a little bit of both. No, so and he knows his strengths. You see, like when he makes the runs, he makes his run 100% with his effort. So he's very smart about that as well. With the changes, we may see him make more and more runs forward.
And a clash of heads there. Ian Webb-Johnson going up against Michael Wayland and Virginia Beach player coming off the worst aware. It's unfortunate just how many head injuries we've had to endure here tonight as we pass the hour mark at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Brennan Hartlove, former Blues captain El Delaware Santos, bringing you this one. This midweek matchup, two teams that are right there at the top of the Chesapeake Division. We're about halfway through the season. Every game counts with significant importance all throughout the season, but as teams are up and down, wins and losses come in, you start to try to do the math and everything and figure out where things might go, but good bit of sportsmanship there between Ian Webb-Johnson and Wayland, but a great crowd on hand that have braved the elements and perhaps swam to Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium with the rain we had in the area this week. A huge shout out to our whole crew here making the broadcast happen at Navy Marine Corps Memorial. They're very helpful in trying to make sure we didn't get rained on as we were doing our open down below, which we always appreciate. And of course, setting up the new lighting, which we've added to the arsenal this year, making us look as good as we can. Not an easy task for our crew. Through ball by Lewis. Virginia Beach finding some space on the far side. Would be another huge swing if they were able to sneak another. You mentioned that their lone goal so far kind of did come against the run of play. It was a really good spell for Annapolis. Before just a couple miscues at the back end, a couple of unfortunate or fortunate bounces, depending on your allegiance, that led to that goal coming from Trip Campbell. Sneaking it underneath of Emigdio Tormo Lopez. Credit to Annapolis. They bounced back and they came out renewed energy in the second half. It was a penalty that was won within the first 2 minutes of the second half. A fizzing through ball, not able to connect with Albie Andronika, but big thumbs up to Takahashi for the idea. And it was Andronika who, shortly after Leonard sent his penalty off the crossbar. Curled one just wide right and maybe nicked the outside of the post himself. So Annapolis a matter of inches in this one. Still trailing, but really grown into the game. It's Takahashi. Now Machado, who, Elton, as you pointed out, has gone from kind of that midfield role to being pretty much truly another center back in this setup. It is a return to the familiar for Annapolis, based on tactics of previous years. Now the Blues trying to get in behind, and Baxter Hurt, who was into the game, did well to retreat, and it's a corner kick for the Blues. So another set-piece opportunity for Annapolis. They didn't have any corners in the first half. They've had a few here in the second. Yet to really make too many of them count just yet. Here's Cetriano. Takahashi. And his attempt sails over top. Not the worst idea in the world. He's been very lively since he's come on. You pointed out his technical ability and kind of those fullbacks we've seen in previous years that are given a ton of license to roam about.
Yeah, Taku, and he's, like I said, very versatile, very smart player. I found over the years, now the Asian players like him or Toshi, players that I play with, they're super technical and smart. Something about how they develop their players. Now, and he's a guy that you talk 2 times with him and that's it. He understands everything. You see, he's like already in a good position to receive. His body shape is always perfect to the play. And, you know, it's a guy that I always enjoy playing with.
Good chip ball over the top. Hurt first to it. Does ever so well to keep possession, play it forward. Whalen got a chest to it. Blues bench wanted a handball. They didn't get it. Blues still have possession. Gabarra tries to skip over a challenge. Throwing for Annapolis. Quickly taken. Dranica drifting from the left over to the right. And out of play. Long throw and lofted over top. Mikey Johnson can't be offside on a throw-in. Big player, 6'2", listed at 200 pounds out of the University of Delaware. But he's not just a big, tall guy. You referenced Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the first half. Not exactly fleet of foot he was, but Mikey Johnson does have some good pace to him as well. Good skip of the challenge from Gabarra. Couldn't quite sneak the pass through. Virginia Beach will make a sub here momentarily as they draw the foul. Has been a physical game, and it's gotten more and more chippy as we've gone along here, Elton.
It looked like a soft foul. But yeah, you know, everybody wants to win. Like I say, it's a very close top 4. No? Lionsbridge, Nova, and Virginia Beach and us, they're very close to each other. There are only 2 spots out there. You know, every game matters. This is a big game for them, like for us, but a very big game for them, since we're the only team that beat them. And they probably need to show something to their supporters and team that they can do more. So that second half, it's a little bit more. What do you look at that?
Murphy seemed to be lining up for a shot. Then into the box, and this one will sail over the goal and out of play. So the substitution that was made there for Virginia Beach United, Barnett Saul is replaced by Lucas White.
With the tactical changes, we're playing a little bit more similar to what we used to do in 2023, 2024, and I feel that it fits this game a little bit better. We saw create a little bit more chances, and with the rotations, we can have consistency in the middle and numbers forward. So, you know, obviously the players that came in impacted the game as well. I really like what I'm seeing from Mike Johnson. You know, we talk about Taku. Albi has been a starter all season long, so he's used to that. And surprisingly, too, Noah Satriano as an incoming freshman, played really well last game. You know, it's not easy to come here and play in front of that many people now. and already having another chance and impacting the team positively. So the tactical changes and the subs have made the Blues looking better in the second half.
Also credit to the players that remained on from the first half to be able to adapt to that new system, like Rafa Machado going and now playing center back. Annapolis does make a sub. It's Matthew Leonard who makes way. Had some great chances, always so lively on the left-hand side. Unfortunate to send that penalty off the crossbar. He is replaced by Dominic Topolsky, the first-year player from France. Plays collegiately at Mount St. Mary's. It is remarkable how many strong soccer programs there are in the state of Maryland and just in the area. Is now Annapolis trying to burst in behind, but again, alert to the danger at the back is Joshua Condit. A number of times now he's been left to his own devices to break up an Annapolis attack. In the box, Johnson trying to feed it through. Cut out and cleared by Moody. I believe this is the first time we have seen Topolsky this season.
Yes, first time he's available on the roster and making his debut here at the Davis Stadium.
Quickly down the near side is Sam Murphy. Weaving into the middle, lays it off the top. First time shot over the top. If this was a Saturday in October, Navy would have 3 points, but alas. Takahashi back to his goalkeeper. Annapolis patient in possession. Polsky making a run in behind. It's clipped in the middle. Satriano lunging challenge, trying to keep it for the Blues. Instead, it's clipped out to the far side. Here's Phillips. He cuts back and recycle possession for Virginia Beach. We approach a quarter of an hour left to play in this one. Annapolis searching for an equalizer to prevent it from being 2 straight losses, and at home, no less. Here's Lewis. Early ball sent in. Tormo Lopez confidently claims. Tormo Lopez, not the tallest goalkeeper, listed at 5'11", but reads the ball in the air so well that kind of makes up for it in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you see over the time some great, outstanding goalkeepers. They're not 6'4", 6'5". You can remember Victor Valdez from the Barcelona. The best Barcelona ever was not that tall. You have one that played here in MLS, Jorge Campos,
That's
the
true.
Mexican.
I thought you were going to say Nick Romano, but Jorge Campos as well. Ball over the top for Annapolis, trying to knock this one down. Helfrich coming in. Maintains possession. Plays in the box. Johnson spinning, shooting, and comfortable save in the end. I don't think Iker Casillas was all that tall either, or maybe just not your Courtois 6'7" or whatever it might be. There's more composure shown by Annapolis in the attacking third. He was 6'1", Iker Casillas was, if you trust Wikipedia. Nothing but the most credible sources here. You mentioned that incredible Barcelona team. We've talked about Iker Casillas. Might be my only time to mention that Baxter Hurt, the defender that came on for Virginia Beach United, does say that Sergio Ramos is his favorite player of all time.
He scored, huh? He scored in a FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's my favorite all time, but I always liked him a lot.
Game recognized game?
Yeah. He a little bit more aggressive than I was.
I guess who would you say were some of the players that you kind of modeled your game after?
Sorry?
Who were some of the players that if Sergio Ramos was not kind of the type of player you aspired to be, who did you kind of feel that you were similar to in some ways or looked to?
So growing up, I was never a center back.
Huh.
So I never played a center back. And professionally, I played, I think, 3 games as a center back. I will always be a center mid, a 6 and an 8.
So I guess just in the time that I've known you, you've been a center back.
I think when I came in, I was talked to Coach Cole and said, center back. He's like, yeah, let's save your legs a little bit. I said, you know what? I think you're right. But growing up, if you from the 80s, I like Dunga. He was the captain of Brazil in 1994. He was a player that always inspired because he was very good on the ball, very aggressive, played with his heart. So that was one guy.
Knotted into the path here. Annapolis trying to find the equalizer, but a quick low stop by Griffin Potter. We saw him have some shaky moments in the first half with some similar looking shots, but Machado's ball in created some danger, and it was.
And that's the perfect environment for these shots from outside of the box. Now Tyler had one, Tyler Gabara had one, and now Albi, sorry. We saw Mikey Johnson trying
to create something here. Towards the end line, cut back into the box, diving header away by Virginia Beach. We are getting very close to crunch time in this game, and both teams leaving it out there. Now Virginia Beach, a rare adventure forward here in the second half. Ian Webb Johnson in pursuit, cut back across by Wayland. Tormo Lopez collects and quickly distributes.
Yeah, a lot of more shots, a lot of more offensive action in the second half. We're very close to score, like you said. I really like the way we're playing now. I think, this comes the magic time we talked before. Seeing the Blues playing that way, this way, and with the clock now 70, 80 minutes, it's when we score goals. So I think we're very close to find one here.
Certainly is a history as Alvin Dranica had his pocket picked. Good step here by Satriano. To the near side for Topolsky. Blues will recycle possession. Gabara. Takahashi in the box for Dranica. Rolls it out and just couldn't quite get it out to Max Vieira. Talked about Annapolis trying to find that kind of final ball into the box and stuff like that. It's been there in the second half. They haven't created clear-cut chances necessarily, but certainly encouraging signs.
Oh yeah, we can see us on their final third more often than in the first half, and I'm curious to see the stats in the for the second half. Way more shots, and we're taking like calculate risks because we don't see Virginia Beach that often. And
cutting inside. A little bit of room for a shot, but forced to back it out to Murphy. Eventually brings it under control. That'll be Virginia Beach to have some possession as they have 2 substitutions waiting in the wings. And some more heavy contact. It will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Virginia Beach United. Again, Ian Webb Johnson getting tangled up with Wayland. Both players on yellow cards. And Ian Webb Johnson ambitious with that attempt to clear the ball.
But you see the Virginia Beach team, when they have possession, which didn't have that often in the second half, they're getting around the goal, but nothing towards the goal. And I think the changes had helped that on that situation. Another change for the Blues.
So departing for Virginia Beach is Murphy and Whalen. As I mentioned, Whalen was one of a few players on yellow cards. So we'll get you confirmation of those after this very dangerous set piece for the visitors. They would be able to sneak a second. It would certainly change the complexion of this game. Two players stand over it. Quickly taken, and Toro Lopez collects off the ground. Luis Edmondson was one of the players over it, but it's given back to Virginia Beach United. Annapolis alert to win that ball back. So as we get you confirmation of those substitutions, coming in for Virginia Beach United was Daniel Greider, as well as Campbell Stalker. Come in for Virginia Beach, and then you alluded to that one change for Annapolis. Coming out of the game was Max Vieira, and onto the field is Ricky Schisler. One back by Takahashi in midfield. Less than 8 minutes to go in the 90. Is there a little bit of magic here for Annapolis? Salvian Dranica wins the ball back high up the field. Attempted pass cut out. Helfrich strides forward. Fizzing pass on the money. Flag stays down. Topolsky has it tackled away and out. It's a corner kick. Very encouraging stuff from the Blues as we take another look at Topolsky trying to get a little bit of clearance, and it will be he that takes the corner kick. The Blues pack the box. Whipped in towards the center, comfortable claim for Griffin Potter. So as they announce the official attendance tonight, following this corner kick that Annapolis has taken some short, but did elect to go long that time. That official attendance, 7,096 on a Wednesday night. More incredible numbers that, well, it's sometimes hard to believe that Annapolis is getting the turnouts that they do, but the community has really rallied behind this club. About 6 minutes left in the 90. We'll certainly have some stoppage time. There are a number of injuries and substitutions here in the second half. Of course, hope it's stoppage time representative of the time that elapsed. Webb Johnson into Guevara. The right. Spinning away. Annapolis going forward. Cross in, deflected behind, and out of play. Another corner kick for the Blues. It was Ricky Schisler who's in off the bench, making his presence known. Again taken short. Now whipped into the box, and Potter claims again. The tall goalkeeper. It was Indranika who sent it into the box, and a couple of blue shirts lurking around there. Schisler and Webb Johnson, the two closest to it. Now into the midfield. Yes. Over to the weak side for Virginia Beach. Under 5 minutes to go in the 90. Ball forward for the visitors, trying to cut it back into the middle, and it's deflected around and in. A miscue at the back, and Virginia Beach has doubled their lead. With minutes to go here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Certainly one Annapolis will want to have back. It was Rafa Machado and Emigdio Tormo Lopez, who weren't on the same wavelength. That took an unfortunate bounce off of Machado's foot. And there to tuck it in was Campbell Stalker. Annapolis finds themselves in an even bigger hole now. Even less time to play. We've seen crazier things happen. We've had some magical moments here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in years past. We're due for one here in 2025. And that ball is out of play on the far side. It'll be another Annapolis throw-in. And an errant hand. And the card is coming out of the pocket. It's a second yellow. It's a red card. The plot thickens once again. Jack Lewis sent off for a second yellow card with only minutes to go. It was a trailing arm. A very high forearm. And the side of Mikey Johnson's head. So all of a sudden, you just start to wonder. Flailing arm from the Englishman. Leaves Virginia Beach short-handed for the final 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time. Tyler Gabarra stands over it. Virginia Beach United sets their line at the top of the 18-yard box. A sea of blue towards the back post. Sent in, nodded forward, and ejected by Virginia Beach United. Visitors playing with 10 men. Annapolis searching for one. Now Machado. Takahashi. Back to Machado. Down the near side, not able to connect. It's loose in midfield. Edmondson has it and will send it high down the field for Annapolis to chase. Here's Ian Webb Johnson. Now Machado. Ball lofted forward in the box. The Blues trying to find an inch of space for a shot. The red and black stripes of Virginia Beach United alert to the danger. We are hearing that it will be 5 minutes of added time. 30 seconds to go in the 90. Takahashi. Not able to connect with Mikey Johnson. And Tormo Lopez almost caught again. Lucky to squeak that one away. Machado, long switch of play. Helfrich now, all the way out to the near side. Topolsky. Curling ricochets. It'll be out for a corner kick. The blue shirts head forward. A corner for Annapolis. We are into the 5 minutes of added time. Rafa Machado stands over the corner kick. Fizzed in low on the ground towards the back post. Will stay in Annapolis' possession through Ricky Schisler. Rolled into the corner for Satriano. It deflects, and it goes out for a throw-in. Still with the Blues. Guevara spinning. Satriano, good cut inside, trying to just squeak it in the box. Eventually sent in by Guevara. Ian Webb-Johnson still up. Machado still there. Brings it down. Machado into the box. And Virginia Beach United comes up with it and finds the outlet pass going forward. Tyler Guevara left on an island in retreat. Matty Helfrich, that is, tracking back. Annapolis has to go. Schisler bombing down the right-hand side. Sent in, deflected, and it's a corner kick. It just went on the favorable side of the flag, and Annapolis has another set piece. Right in front of the kids, lining up for Autograph Alley. Sent into the box. Header! Johnson got a nod to it. It's last off a defender and out for another corner kick from the near side this time. We've played just about 2 minutes of the 5 added on. And there is a Virginia Beach United player down at the back post. I believe that to be Louis Edmondson. Might be cramping here in the later stages of been a hot and humid day in Annapolis. It is indeed Edmondson, as Virginia Beach will regroup and set up for this corner kick. Topolsky. Short to Machado. Into the box now. Takahashi. Back heel. Topolsky into a dangerous area. Satriano keeps it alive. Machado. Flag stays down. Squaring it back across towards the back post and cleared. Last-ditch defending from Virginia Beach United. 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. Sent back in. Punched by the goalkeeper. Out for another corner kick. Annapolis ping-ponging between corner flags, as this one was incredibly dangerous. Mikey Johnson was the closest to it. Sent into the box. Headed on to the back post. It's another corner kick. We keep trading sides. Annapolis keeps racking up the corner kicks. Machado. Sent into the box this time. To the top. Satriano lines it up and sails over top. And that will relieve the pressure for Virginia Beach United. It was an aerial bombardment of corner kicks that Annapolis sent in, but not able to find the back of the net. So our player of the match, Taku Takahashi, presented by Liquify, your go-to for cutting-edge creative, marketing, PR, and web solutions, made a huge impact off the bench in the second half. Has seemingly covered every blade of grass out there. Machado. Out to Topolsky. Oh boy. Alert to the urgency of the situation. Schisler wrestled to the ground. Takahashi. Andronika. Switch of play to the far side. And cleared only as far as Ian Webb-Johnson. About 15 seconds left to go in the 5 minutes of added time. It is going to take a miracle for the Blues. There's Guevara. Into the corner. Annapolis trying to keep it alive. Throw in coming. We've played the 5. How much time will the referee allow? Had a lot of corner kicks. We had a Virginia Beach United injury that was attended to. Here's Machado. Annapolis needs to pump it into the box. They do so. And a comfortable claim for Potter. We'll now take a look at our save of the match going back to the first half, presented by Picante Mexican Cocina, your local spot for Taco Tuesdays, friendly happy hours, and the most authentic Mexican cuisine in Annapolis. Tormo Lopez, who's been very busy tonight, and the Annapolis goal. Here's Albion Dranica. Long ball trying to find Schisler. Read well at the back by Baxter. Baxter hurt. Annapolis will get the restart. We've played one more than was the allotted time. Gabara taking it in stride into the box, and that one clips over top. There's a last off Gabara and a goal kick. But Elton, we see there in the dying moments when your experienced players coming through, trying to make a difference. But unfortunately, Annapolis just comes up short.
Yeah, it was an unfair result. I think we played better in the second half. We had a PK and we're all over then with corners and shots. So unfortunately, that's soccer, not always fair. So take that. I think based on the second half, we have like good stuff, better than the other games that we were talking about here. Not what to expect. So I think that was a positive from this result.
It is 2 straight home defeats for Annapolis, which they are not used to in their 3 years as a club. But the energy and the changes that they came out with the second half, that seemed like a different team than we saw in the first half. So if you're an Annapolis fan or on the Annapolis staff, that's really positive signs going into the next couple games that you can be competitive in these games.
Yeah,
they have been competitive in all these games.
And it's a game of details. Now, like if Leonard scored a goal in the second half, the first minute of the second half, it could be different, no? And have a lot of changes and a lot of chances and everything else. So I think it's a positive the second half, and hopefully we can bounce back in the next game.
Well, there's a lot more soccer to be played this season, and coming up next for us, it is June 28th. You get a weekend off from us as the Annapolis Blues will be on the road. We will start things off with the Blues women's team versus Richmond Ivy, and the men will follow that after that game. And those games are brought to you by Luminous Health, from Anne Arundel Medical Center, the Doctors Community Medical Center, and more than 100 primary and specialty care locations. We bring personalized care to your neighborhood. It was always going to be a tough game as we get to the business end of the regular season. 2 teams at the top of the table battling it out. It was physical, it was intense, and it was a nail-biter until the end. We had a couple of goals for Virginia Beach United. Annapolis looked great after that. For Ellen de Oliveira Santos and our entire crew, that will do it for us. I'm Brendan Hartlove saying so long from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues are presented by Adaptic Engineering, software, systems, and cybersecurity solutions in support of the intelligence community. Annapolis Moms Media, the ultimate destination for moms and dads. Join the community today. BFPE International, providing all types of fire protection systems since 1970. Chesapeake Eye Care, the choice is clear. Annapolis' premier eye care practice for all your vision needs. Humdinger, trusted by leading brands to create unforgettable experiences. Learn more at humdingerproductions.com. Forward Brewing, find us in Eastport for craft beer, delicious food, and Annapolis' best outdoor dining. And Home Genius Exteriors, the top choice for roofing and siding in your neighborhood.
Great game, Blues! Chesapeake Eye Care and Laser Center is proud to work with Vision Innovation Partners, a leading manager of 24 ophthalmology practices in the Mid-Atlantic region. If you aren't local to the Annapolis area, chances are we have a premier eye care practice right near you. Please visit our website at www.visioninnovationpartners.com to see a full list of all of our practice locations. See you at the next game.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by In-Home Stone, specializing in counters, tile, and stone restoration with expert craftsmanship and quality service. Indian Creek School, the premier Annapolis area independent school, where kindness is currency, well-being is priority, and excellence is relentlessly pursued. Liquefied, your go-to for cutting-edge creative, marketing, PR, and web solutions. Pup Scouts, give your pup the all-star treatment with Maryland Pup Scouts. Visit mdpupscouts.com today. Picante Mexican Cocina, your local spot for Taco Tuesdays, friendly happy hours, and the most authentic Mexican cuisine in Annapolis. Rehab to perform, empowering you to move better and live strong. Recover like the pros. Rosso Commercial Real Estate. Businesses rely on Rosso to help secure great spaces. There's no better team in the commercial real estate business. And the Annapolis Mall. Come check out our newest attractions. Pollo Campanero, Be With Me Playseum, Pop Mart Robo Shop, and coming soon, Dick's House of Sport and Dave & Buster's.
The Annapolis Blues are making waves. Luminous Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the Blues this season. Together, we're teaming up to champion a healthier, stronger community. From injury prevention to recovery, our orthopedic specialists keep local athletes in the game. 2 local organizations, 1 winning team.
The 2025 Annapolis Blues season is presented by Saunders Wealth Management, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Watermark Cruises, immersing you in the history, culture, and fun of the Chesapeake area. The Westin Annapolis, unique charm and convenient amenities like free Wi-Fi, heavenly beds, and a pet-free attitude with its downtown location. YTech, seeking top computer engineering and cybersecurity professionals. Join us today at ytech.com/careers. Luminous Health, from Anne Arundel Medical Center to Doctors Community Medical Center and more than 100 primary and specialty care locations. We bring personalized care to your neighborhood. Hague Quality Water of Maryland, your home team water treatment company. And Annapolis Painting Services, your home improvement MVP since 1985.